Hey guys, Soul here. Back to Legends Arceus for part 5. Last time we took on an alpha and met mine. That's all I honestly could remember what we did. Let me know who your favorite Hisuian form in the comments below is. There you are. Let's hurry to headquarters. Sure. Look who's being punctual. Oh no. And the man and her are fighting. Oh no. Finally arrived when you're wasting Almighty's precious time by blowing to a Uh-oh. Not these two. Fighting. Sound like a married couple. Get a room. No, I'm just kidding. Go get therapy. There you go again. Insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as the ruler of time. Well, technically both, but... My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the fond of all creation and ruler of space. Ha! You have all that space there is and still don't know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting you make better use of all the time that we made vast to see with space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time. Oh, mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. Bro, Adamant's so savage. I worried you'd get lost in the pointless vast space you are so fond of and never show up. Me, get lost? And Almighty's great gift to the Pearl Clan and our world's very basis? You wish. I wish I didn't have to let myself get dragged into arguing with you, Almighty Sinnoh. Forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commando's space. Well, more of like, what a waste of space. Oh, I believe it was you who started this. Man, they sound like a couple. A very angry couple. You feel the tension when those two show up? You haven't met them, have you? That woman with the reverend space is Arita, leader of the Pearl Clan. The man who was going on about time, Adamant leads the Diamond Clan. The Diamond Clan and Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently things used to be peaceful. What happened? But the boss, Commander, is waiting. You should have should save this conversation after you report to him. Sure. No, you started it. No, you started it. Alright, I'm gonna check what quests we have from Lavington. These are some requests posted on the Blackwood. Which one will you check? Bothersome Bidoof. It seems a band of bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to Sumagori from the Survey Corps and see if you can help set things in order. Sure. There are no more requests. Oh, let me get this other quest going. Oh, splendid. You came along at a good time. Yep. I'm looking for a prickling stone, you see. Do you mind lending me a hand? It needs to be the right size to fit on top of my pickle pots and heavy enough to put a nice firm pressure on the pickle while they're fermenting. But I suppose it's hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from a pot. The best thing would be for the stone to lift itself up, actually. Oh, I got a good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives in Deer Track Heights. Be perfect for the job. Can you catch one and bring it to me? I'll head home and wait for you there. Sure. I have a Geodude. We'll just do that later after talking to the commander. We can do that. Oh no, here comes trouble. What do you intend to do about that Kleavor, Commander Commando? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at this mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Animan. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what do you have do? What do you have us do? Kleavor is a precious lord of the Plural clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't interfere directly with a lord of the Pearl clans concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. Just like we used to be. You were just in each other's throats earlier. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone got to do something here. Who, then, would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its honored nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, you don't even know what drove Lord Kleavor into such a violent frenzy. But I'd like to know that myself. This is first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. Hello. This is Sol, the newest member of our survey corps. Hey, I heard from Ma you entered Wyrdeer's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Animan, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's just a mouthful. Just call me Animan. You came from beyond the space-time rift. Could you be the... It could be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? Maybe. I'm Eevee, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing in such a ship. Could you really have passed through that drift? Yeah. I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Kleavor before deciding which has to be done? You'd send this stranger who suddenly fell from the rift to study Kleavor? This newcomer with no experience? I'm right here. Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it is a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let us give this kid a chance. I'm Sol Commander, let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you Galaxy folks really are, with all of your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what you have. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely without. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count themselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show what we can do. This is your mission now, Sol, and I order you to study Kleavor and help us find the truth of the situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Definitely. Well, that's settled. There is no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Kleavor, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon has been yet encountered compared to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. I must do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans. Understand? Yes. Hey, it's Captain Seville. Join me downstairs so we'll cover the details of this new mission. Sure, Captain. Go to the captain in our office. What's up? Hi, Kari. What's up, girl? Ah, good. You're already here. Professor Leviton, the briefing, if you please. Yeah, let's get right to it. So, Solo, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Kleavor's frenzy state, but you're aware by now Kleavor is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The Survey Corps tries throwing Pokeballs at Kleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon cannot be caught outside of battle once they're railed. I'd like to be perfectly clear at this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course. Very well. Then let us go over the rules. The Diamond and Pearl clans reserve their nobles because they... Diamond and Pearl clans reserve their... because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty symbol. These leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call noble seats. So perhaps a good starting point of our research can be found out what sorts of offering they normally leave for this Kleavor. So we need to speak with you. Listen, the rift in space-time seems like it could connect this world to a whole new other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself arrives. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time, or space. But if you fell through that space-time rift, that might mean you travel through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Kleavor. Quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Animan. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Kleavor situation. Oh, you must be the Galaxy Team Scholar I've heard about. Nice to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl types have a lot of respect for Kleavor. You've heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to get right out and ask those of the Galaxy Team and all people for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem with our hands. A Pokemon dear to us off the mountain has flown into the same type of frenzy as Kleavor. Now there's certainly blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we still got to share Hisui. And that means we ought to tackle this problem together. And there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You have the best hope we got. I tried. You'll find Kleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leanne. Leanne is a brilliant child, but also, well, sometimes balance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you about his beloved Kleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyways, I'm sure you'll be up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. Bye! He certainly left quickly once he finished talking. So he really values his time. And I'm in my wrong, you know. If you just study and perhaps even quell Kleavor, you best start by visiting his abode. Our new Heights camp can be the very handy place for setting out towards Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pleasures too. Want to choose the best Pokemon to bring pastures. I'm gonna do that one quest with the lady for Geodude. Finding yourself unable to pack up the materials you came across, Satchel will be seen full. If that sounds like you, I'd be wise to lend your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. There's another quest nearby. Oh, it's that Blizzle one we have to do. Hello. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? Another Pokemon said they do. Professor said they do, but I have a hard time believing it unless I see different size ones light up side by side. If they're really Weasel bigger than mine, I'd like to see them aside the ones I have for comparison's sake. And you're a real natural when it comes to catching Pokemon. I bet you see where I'm going at with this. If you catch a Weasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while, sure. Alright, time to help that lady under with the Geodude. Oh, you're here to give me a Geodude. Are you sure you want to give with this Pokemon? Yeah, that's fine. Oh my, would you look at that? It really does look like a rock, and it seems to be the ideal weight too. It's simply perfect. Thank you, young man. With this Geodude's help, I'll surely make some pickles. Did you say pickles or pickles? I think it's a... Oh, I said pickles, okay. Alright, I'm gonna collect all the quests and then we'll head out. Listen here, Survey Corps kid. I saw that darnest thing. I was scurrying the heartwood for crops could grow in the fields here when I saw it. This Pokemon called Cherrim changed its appearance right before my very eyes. It was in the evening. The light was very dim. All of a sudden, Cherrim's petals closed right up as it looked like nothing but a little flower bud. Well, I thought, I just witnessed a miracle of evolution. But next morning, I went back to check in on that Cherrim. It was right back to full bloom. But why would it go to bloom to close back up? Is that how evolution works, or was it the change I saw something different? It's just a thorn. When you finish Charm's Pokedex entry, let me have a look, would ya? Yeah, no problem. Sure, don't have a Charm. Okay, let me help this guy. You there, you seem like someone who enjoys a bit of crafting. Do you think you could help me out with something? Sure. I'd be very, very grateful if you'd like to try to craft something with a very special recipe I came up with. So without further ado, here's the recipe. Thank you. This is a recipe for what I've named Pokshi dolls. I invented them, you see, as a special item that we could make in the village. I'd love to have you craft one and show it to me. I'm looking forward to see what you can come up with. Oh wow, that leveled up Eevee a lot. Thanks. Talk to you, Art. I got glasses, I can see. Oh, let me talk to this person for a quest and then we'll continue. Alright, if a Pokemon starts eyeing me, I'll fling an orange berry, then run while it's distracted. If I stick to the plan, I'll be fine. Oh, Survey Corps boy. He was just headed out of the field lanes to go gather tumblestones, but I don't got as many orange berries as I'd like. Are you familiar with orange berries? They restore some HP to Pokemon that eat them. So, as you might imagine, Pokemon tend to be very interested in them. You see where I'm going at this? Throwing orange berries is a great way to distract and avoid wild Pokemon. They're indispensable. And with that, could I trouble you to gather 3 orange berries? I think I have 3 orange berries. Can you give them to me? Sure. Handed over 5 orange berries. A grateful accept. Gosh, I can't believe you went to the trouble of finding these just for me. Happy to help. Thank you, gosh, you're nice for someone who fell out of the sky. Let's just tuck these away in my satchel. I won't let your kindness go to waste. Wish me luck with those tumblestones. Oh, I got 3 revives. Thank you, kind sir. Alright, time to head out. Volo, of course you show up. Here are things, my good friend. How are things, my good friend? Why do you always show up? I certainly hope you're putting that secret back technique I taught you to good use. Either way, I have some super potions here just for you. Oh, think of nothing of it. The Survey Corps is out and about sending Pokemon. It's great business, you know. Supporting you now is actually an investment in your own fortunes. Thank you. Now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me. Have fun. I wonder if we can evolve our starter Oshawott this episode and maybe Eevee too. Let me talk to Lovington. Yes. Just want to see if there's any mystery gifts. I don't think so. No, unfortunately not. That stinks. Bye. I'm leaving. Peace out, Cub Scout. Gotta head to. Alright, gotta head over there. This way. Oh crap, there's a alpha barrel. No way, Jose. Oh, Combi. Oh, it's a male. We don't want that one. It doesn't evolve. Good job, Eevee. want to get that tree. I want to get with Eevee. Maybe to level 14 before we do anything. So it's like on par with the whole team. We got a shaking tree. Maybe it's another combi. Maybe it's a female one this time. I doubt it. Unfortunately, it's a male combi. Alright, awesome. Almost leveled up. Too early, so if Eevee wants to evolve, it will go into SPM, but I want Umbreon though. We're gonna have to wait next time. Alright, almost level 14, then we can continue the journey. I gotta find that item to evolve Cypher though, later. Level 14, awesome, good job. Actually, oh wow, Eevee can evolve. Wow. So it looks like I'm by this. This surface is covered in moss. Touching it feels good somehow. So it looks like I can evolve Eevee into Leafeon. I might do that and then put Eevee in the box. Because it's like, I don't know when it'll evolve into Umbreon, so... Alright, we're evolving Eevee into Leafeon. But we'll use it until I can use my pedal. Awesome. Alright, I learned a new move. Awesome, we got a Leafeon. Trying to get there fast enough. Fun fact, and I used to not like Leafeon. I like it, it's just not like my favorite. Alright, let's go find Leon. Talk to him and maybe we can battle Kleavor before we end this episode off. Hello, Leon. I'm Leon of the Pearl Clan, the warrant of Kleavor, Lord of the Woods. And you have already dedicated that you've come here to meet Kleavor, am I right? How'd you know? Of course I am. I see it so clearly. After all, the powerful, awesome Kleavor has become even more powerful. Perhaps the strange lightning the other day was Almighty Sinnoh's divine power, but rather it struck my lord and left him imbued with almighty might, with awesome might. So I must turn you away, even if it pains me. Dangerous, too dangerous for you to meet Kleavor right now. I'll do anything. Oh, such earnest desire to meet almighty Kleavor. I admit I'm struck by your passion. But well, I'm afraid your passion is not in the real issue here. I've been told in no certain terms by Irida that I am let no one near Kleavor. I will fight you off myself if you insist. If you wish to avoid battle, withdraw now while you can, or face the wrath of me and my Gumi. I'll take you on. You don't even realize I'm turning you away for your own safety. How sad you are. Oh, Gumi, if you can ooze some good sense over this foolish troublemaker. We got this, Leafeon. We got this, Leafeon. Oh, we got this. Leaf it one more time. See, we got this, Leafeon. Alright, awesome. So we got Leafeon, Scyther, and Oshawott as our team right now. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to meet Kleavor. The only welcome you'd get is if you approach him in a flurry of devastating blows. Normally, I'd say taking him an offering, a nice filled helping of his two favorite foods served up by the respective loyal Warrens. That's me, of course. It's usually enough to please him and soothe the prickliness of moods. But I, Kleavor's loyal Warren, can't get close enough to give him any offerings now, not in the way Kleavor is rampaging and working amok. And there's nothing an outsider like you can do. Irida, the ancestors of Kleavor, Wyrdeer, and their cohort drew Almighty Sinnoh's own power to protect Pokemon and people alike. It's so sad. It's sad. I thought it was sad. But by their grace in our clan, that any of us still lives in the vast to see today. Irida, what are you doing here? Helping out? As you say, Kleavor's gone even stronger, but I'm afraid the strength poses a problem for us. If he's been struck by that lightning, could the bolts have been sent by a false signal that the Diamond Clan bows to? Kleavor means so much to our clan. I hope we can bring this situation under control ourselves, not throw our hands up and ask an outsider for help. But we must save Kleavor from his frenzy. Even if it continues, the danger grows. If more Pokemon and people are attacked, it will lead to conflict with both the Diamond and the Galaxy team. You, stranger from the sky, tell me, could the Galaxy people actually fix this? Could an outsider actually find a way to quell our Lord's frenzy? I'll figure something out. Very well. Leon and I will gather food that pleases Kleavor in hopes that we might be able to close enough to make him a proper offering. As for you, find a way to cleanse this frenzy, even if you have to search every corner of vast facility. Our phone is beeping. Mysterious powers enable you to return to base camps in an instant. I'll be there in a minute, Lavington. I want to get this quest. That mysterious rich tone. Is it? How is it produced? I must know. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Wait, you're from the Survey Corps. Wonderful. Just the person I need. I want to learn more about Kricketot. You must be curious about them too, right? I mean, how do they make those sounds there? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your doubt if you can help me complete its Pokédex and show it to me. I mean, we can uncover the truth, bro. Okay, let me talk to Lavington. Good to see you, Soul. How is the research into Kleavor going? Swimmingly, I guess? That's all. Well, that's quite a tidbit. So, serving as favorite food will normally calm him down, is it? We need to mull this over back to the laboratory. You should come along, dear boy. So according to the information you were able to learn from Iridite and Leon of the Pearl Clan, were this the normal cause of events? Frenzy Kleavor will be claimed by a nice serving of his two favorite fruits. I do wonder, is it possible that the aromas of each other's components of the food might be able to combine in a way could only not calm down Kleavor but draw him back in from his frenzies? Possibly. But by your own report, even Kleavor's warden, who looks after Kleavor and knows him well, can't approach him in his current state. It wouldn't be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. And give me a moment. If I need some time to ponder on this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us. Tick tock. Got an idea. Eureka! Simply, we have to throw the food. You got credit on for throwing things, haven't you, Soul? I might suggest that you take Kleavor's favorite food and throw them at the Pokemon. Makes sense. Yes, it's all coming together. You can use your skill in Pokemon crafting to shape Kleavor's beloved food into balls and then throw them to achieve the same claiming effect, but from afar. A brilliant idea, if you say so myself, as blah blah blah. I didn't even. Whoops. How about tea time balls? So British of you, so Galarian of you. Put one in mind of a nice, relaxing afternoon tea, does it not? Why wouldn't you just call them Lavington balls, Professor? Oh my, with that name, it sounds like I'm the one being launched at our frenzy friends. True. In any case, we should rely on the Plurkan to gather the necessary food stuff, correct? Yes. And you should get back to the Grand Tree Arena and let the Pearl Clan know of the plan. If you're off to Grand Tree Arena, best set out for the Heights camp, right? My, that Galaxy Hall is one fine building, even from the outside. The Galaxy's team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters, I'll give them that. Oh yes, I came because I have some news that I thought you would be interested in. Better you see that what's going on. Let's head to, what did we end up calling it? The Heights Camp? Yes. Oh, I think this is when we get Wyrdeer. And then I might end that this episode off, and then we can get to Kleavor next. Wyrdeer. He's so cute. I spoke to Wyrdeer about what's been going on. I told him how you've been shrieking all over the field and seeking a way to quell Kleavor's frenzy. All this from someone who's not even a part of our clan or the Pearl clan. Just some wanderer who fell through a rift into this world. And about hearing that, you should see how he responded. I trust you appreciate it. Wyrdeer found you worthy, you see, which means you'll need a flute like this. Mind demonstrating for him, Mai? This is very important, so listen well. That's a celestial flute that Mai just played. The precious tool that can be used to call on Wyrdeer so you can ride upon them. It said that the celestial flutes were a gift from Almighty Sinnoh itself, and now this one's yours. Thank you. Celestial flute. A flute that can be used to call special Pokemon that are willing to bury around the region. Its timbre is eerie and mysterious. It's not that grand a gesture, really. I can't play the flute for the life of me. Heh. See if you can play that melody. Wyrdeer opened his heart and learned well that the sound you were playing. You received the Mind Badge from Wyrdeer. Or Mind Plate, sorry. A stone tablet imbued with the essence of psychic energy. When used on a certain Pokemon, it allows the Pokemon to gain the power of the psychic type. That the Celestial Flute. You use that Celestial Flute wisely and gallop across the land with the Great Wyrdeer. You got a frenzy Pokemon at Grand Tree Arena, haven't you? With Wyrdeer, you can gallop across the field lands in no time. You can now call Wyrdeer and gallop across the land. Alright, I'm going to end this part off. Next episode, we're going to take on Kleavor and hopefully evolve Oshawott. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. And good night. Soul out.